Hi there folks, and welcome back to Airgun Reporter. My name is Paul Capello. For today's show, we're going to be taking a look at the .22 caliber Arms S510. Make no mistake folks, the action on the S410 and the new S510 are exactly the same. What you can expect is 10-shot side lever action, smooth as butter, adjustable power via this wheel right here, a shrouded Lothar-Walther barrel for stealth and accuracy, and of course, the amazing Arms fit and finish. These are really good looking rifles. Now for the differences. The S410 is available with a right or left-handed beech stock, and also a right or left-handed walnut stock. The new S510 is available in an ambidextrous poplar stock and a walnut stock, also ambidextrous. I've already tested this air rifle before, but it's so much fun to shoot. Let's just go ahead and do it again, starting with the Chrono Test. Okay, we're actually doing two Chrono tests here today. We charged up the Arms S510 to 2900 PSI and put it on low power. In our Chrono test using 15.9 grain JSB Jumbo Exacts, we got an average of 480 feet per second on low power. That's not very powerful, gave us about 8 foot-pounds of energy, but what's most interesting about these numbers is the extreme spread and standard deviation. Extreme spread was 6.7 feet per second, standard deviation of 2 feet per second. We then went ahead and charged the S510 back up to 2900 PSI, and using the same JSB Jumbo Exact pellets on high power, we got an average of 977 feet per second, which gave us 34 foot-pounds of energy. Even though this poplar stock is about $130 less than the walnut stock, I have to say the finish is very nice. It's checkered on the pistol grip. It looks like it's laser cut. It's very deep, very sharp. Also on the forestock, it's checkered there. When I was at the SHOT Show 2010, I spoke to the folks over at Arms, and they've told me they have a special method now for dyeing poplar. It's a very difficult wood to dye, but I also saw some really cool colors that they've made. I don't know if they're available here in the States, but they did look awful nice. And I have to say, the finish on the walnut S410 was a little bit rough. I'm thinking I'm liking this a little bit better. It's nice and smooth. Anyway, I've got some targets set out to 20 meters. Going to be using the same JSB Jumbo Exact pellets. Let's see how I do. The scope I have mounted on the Arms S510 is the 6.5 to 20 by 42 millimeter Hawk Sidewinder scope. This is a trusty little target scope I've been using a lot here on the show. I really like this scope a lot. Okay, not too bad at 20 meters. Not my best group, a little bit over 1/4 of an inch, 0.258 inches. We charged the S510 up to 2900 PSI, and at 20 meters, this represents 70 shots. I don't recommend shooting 70 shots, especially at further distances, but you can expect, I'd say, about 40 good shots before I would charge this rifle back up again. Anyway, let's move on to the trigger testing, and then we'll do the sound testing and wrap up the show. All right, as far as the trigger test goes, pretty light. We have an average of 12.8 ounces after 5 consecutive pulls. Well, we've decided to take the sound testing outdoors. It's a little bit echoey inside the air lodge. I thought we'd get better readings out here. As usual, this is not a scientific test. This is just an off-the-shelf sound pressure meter. What we're going to do is determine the loudest decibel reading. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Well, it looks like 101.0 decibels is the loudest we can get with our off-the-shelf sound pressure meter, and that puts the S510 in the stealthy airgun category. There is a couple of things I have to nitpick about this airgun. First and foremost, the location of the safety. It's right there in the trigger, and with the trigger weighing it at only 12.8 ounces, that can cause a safety issue if you're not diligent. It's not a cause for recall or anything. There's no need to get all excited about it. Just be diligent when you press that safety off. One other thing I feel can use some improvement is the power adjustment wheel. I wish it had positive clicks. Instead, it's just a free turning wheel. There's a very limited range of motion here, but I feel that if I go to pick this up, I may be able to nudge that, and that would throw my pellets off, of course. So there's room for improvement on the safety and on the power adjustment wheel. I do have to say though, the S510 is definitely among the top 10 most accurate air rifles out there, and in the top 10 of my most favorite air rifles. This is just a beauty. This is something you hold on to. It's a great hunting air rifle. I can't say enough good things about this. Anyway, for Airgun Reporter, my name is Paul Capello. Until next time, shoot safe and have fun. Please remember, folks, air guns are not toys. Even the smallest calibers can cause serious injury if not used properly. And you should never, under any circumstance, point an air gun at a person. Parents, if you teach your children to shoot responsibly, they will have a lifetime of air gun enjoyment.